Well, welcome back. I hope you had a delightful weekend. Around here, we celebrated the 4th of July, the Independence Day for the United States of America 250 years ago. What a joy it is for us to share with people here in the U.S. and around the world the fact that our eternal freedom has been purchased by the blood of Christ. Our political freedom here in the U.S. has been purchased at a very high price, very precious over the generations since the Revolutionary War. And here the Apostle Paul in Galatians chapter 4, verse 18, is challenging the Christians there in Galatia to be enthusiastic, to be zealous, to be courting with intensity those that are preaching the gospel, and allow those that are preaching the gospel to court their hearts, to court them with enthusiasm and zeal. But the difficulty comes in when he's just stated in the previous verses, there are people that have come there preaching and teaching so that you'll value them rather than the Christ. You will exalt those individuals, those preachers and teachers, rather than exalting Jesus. He says this is not the way it should be. It's fine to be zealous, provided the purpose is good, and to be so always, not just when I am with you. He recalled to their memory how good they were to him, how zealous and how kind and how generous and graceful they were toward him when he was there. In difficult circumstances, it was not easy for them. And yet, he said, you would have given me your eyes if that had been possible, which leads a lot of people to think that the thorn in Paul's flesh was trouble with his eyesight. And it could very well have been. But his point is this: it's good for you to be moved with love and thereby to be zealous and enthusiastic, courting the preachers and allowing the preachers of the gospel to court you, so that together we all move closer to Jesus. That's our goal, to fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy set before him set a great model for us in dealing with difficulty and catastrophe, even crucifixion, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, despising its shame, and now has sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high. He humbled himself to court you. He put himself in a position of being your servant so that he could win your heart because he loves you. And he always will. This whole idea in Paul's letter to the Philippian Christians, he said, I know that there are people that are preaching the gospel out of envy and strife, but there are others that are preaching it out of pure motives. Pay attention to them. Listen to the message. Even if the motive is wrong, the message could still align well with the Word of God. You can still learn, but be on your guard and recognize that there are people who preach with good motives and people who preach with wicked motives. Be careful of the message that you hear and the pattern that you follow. And always fix your eyes on Jesus. He loves you, and he always will, no matter what. God bless you.